Let's talk about communication. As planners, communication is central to our work. We need to communicate with the public, with the government, and with other planners. But how should we communicate? Let's first look at how we're able to communicate in the first place. Jürgen Habermas's theory of communicative action states that to understand each other, both sides of any communication must have certain mutual understandings. The most basic example of a mutual understanding is language. If two people don't physically speak the same language, they're going to have trouble communicating. Likewise, vocabulary, word choice, and colloquialisms must be understood by both parties. Both sides of any communicative action must also understand the meaning of the communication, and the communication must be understood to be valid. So let's bring Habermas's theory of communicative action back to the planning profession. John Forrester analyzes Habermas's work and focuses on planners' interactions with the public. Most planners agree that the public should be involved in the planning process of projects that will affect them, but how useful is their contribution if they don't understand the full scope of the project? Forrester explains that we have a choice to communicate in technical terms, or in terms that our audiences are able to understand. He argues that this is what we should strive for. Both Forrester and Habermas are influenced by the school of critical pragmatism. Critical pragmatists believe that realities stem from experiences and interactions and communications. Throgmorton, Forsyth, and Myers and Kitsus also talk about communication through the process of storytelling. Storytelling can be a useful way for planners to help the public understand a project's scope, but could also be used to mislead them. They argue that as planners, it is our responsibility to make sure the public truly understands what is being proposed. While that all sounds great, these theories face criticism. Are they all too idealistic? Can we get to a point where everyone can understand everything? And if everyone understands, would we be able to get them to all agree? Could full community participation or involvement limit the efficiency of projects that could actually benefit the greater public? Which leads us back to our original question. As planners, how do we decide what to communicate?